I'll be recommending 3 or 4 books to you in this class. And what I call the book of the day really is this one. Can you see it? All right, I will put the camera on this book now. You see it? The Pan-African Pantheon. Classical work. It's a big book, lovely book. If you read the compilations here, it will broaden your mind about Africa. The Pan-African Pantheon, prophets, poets, and philosophers. You want to read about the poets, philosophers, political philosophers in Africa. You want to read about Nkrumah, Mandela. I have a book for you. So this book makes a unique contribution to the literature on Pan-Africanism by providing lively biographical essays of 36 major Pan-African figures by a diverse and prominent group of African, Caribbean, and African American scholars. In this book, these scholars examine historical and contemporary Pan-Africanism as an ideology of emancipation and unity. You see the book? Get this book on udarabooks.com. You can also buy it through the WhatsApp numbers pinned to this broadcast. Classical work. Deep. I love the book. It is permanently in my office. Sometimes I just come read about 4 pages. And before you know it, I've finished reading the different copies. The chapters, rather. It's about 650 pages. You see the book? The Pan-African Pantheon. I recommend this book to you. A book of history, politics, and power. Talking about Pan-Africanism, this book covers well-known Pan-Africanists such as W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Ami Ashwood Garvey. It talks about C.L.R. James, George Padmore, Kwame Nkrumah, Frantz Fanon. Hey, have you read Frantz Fanon? Anyway, we have created this studio to focus more on history. It doesn't mean we're not going to focus on contemporary issues. We are. But the bedrock of the creation is history, learning from the past. In this book, you will learn about Steve Biko. Steve Biko, the South African that was killed during apartheid. You learn about former South African President Thabo Mbeki. In this book, you read about popular figures identified with mainstream Pan-Africanism, such as Maya Angelou, Maria Mabah, Buchi Emecheta, Miriam Makeba, Ruth First, Wangari Maathai. You read about Wole Soyinka, Derek Walcott, V.Y. Mudibe. You read about Leopold Senghor, that brilliant philosopher that was the first leader of Senegal. He talked about negritude. You read about him here. In this book, you read about Malcolm X, Bob Marley, and Fela Anikulapo Kuti. If there is a book you should be thinking of buying, is this book, The Pan-African Pantheon. The book also covers topics such as the history and pioneers of Pan-Africanism, the quest for reparations. It talks about politicians of Africa, poets, activists, as well as Pan-Africanism in the social sciences, philosophy, literature, and its musical activists. This is a comprehensive and diverse introductory reader for specialists and general readers alike. I recommend the book to you, The Pan-African Pantheon, Prophets, Poets, and Philosophers, edited by Adekeye Adebajo. Will you get it? Get it on udarabooks.com and get it on the numbers pinned to this broadcast. Just send a WhatsApp message and we can send your book to you anywhere you live in Nigeria. We'll send your books to you. I'm talking about Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana on the show.